Hello, welcome to Wolf Moon's Pro Tarot. How are you? Here on YouTube. Um, uh, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Subscribe, like, and share. I love doing that. It's kind of crazy. But anyways, look at, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I want everybody to know that because one thing that I have figured out going through just through a little social investigation, and that is usually on a social format like Facebook, Instagram, blah blah blah. Is that a lot of people are feeling interpersonally trapped, sabotaged, anxious, stressed, and you know, this reading's about a light at the end of the tunnel. So let's see what happens. So you see, I've been shuffling up, and I'm still shuffling up. And I'm about to cut, and I always pull the last card. Okay, the bottom card. Let's see what I got. We got the High Priestess going for you today. All right. That means that a displaced energy that you have had in feeling like you're walking in the dark, being left behind, take that step through that archway, okay? And walk, even if it's a little shadowy, try walking towards that light we're talking about, because the High Priestess in this deck carries the light right inside of her, okay? So follow that light, all right? And I usually don't talk like this because I'm the Dark Lord, but I'm also a wolf, and I do give a shit about people. But follow that light. 10 of Wands. The weight on your shoulder is lifted, so don't be surprised that it is. So I'm going to do this. I love doing this, all right? And I'm making a quick one today. 10 of Wands is lifted off your shoulders. See you later, 10 of Wands. No more weight on your shoulders. We're carrying enough, aren't we? King of Swords, swift and decisive action is needed at this moment. So please bring that forward, because you can only benefit from that. So I'm put that one right there. King of Swords. And it looks like you got a good reading happening right now. So, oh, we got the sun. Check it out. We got the sun. So it looks like good things are starting to come your way. This is prehistoric. All right. I found that on a beach. That's older than all of us together. Let's see. Where am I at so far? We started with the High Priestess. And my theme coming in was light at the end of the tunnel. All right. But in order to achieve that, with the 10 of Wands reversed, you definitely have to take that weight off your shoulders. It's already off. Don't put any more on. All right? And with the King of Swords, swift and decisive action needs to be taken at this moment. And that applies to me too, because these readings are for me. And with the sun, it's productivity. Well, this one I'm feeling like it's productivity during the day. All right? And remember, if you're depressed, you're not the only one out there that's depressed, okay? A lot of us are feeling it, the build-up, all right? And I'm in my office, so if you hear traffic, it's just keeping it very real, all right? Ace of Swords, time for a direct, precise, and action-oriented change. It's not going to come to you. It will be presented to you. So throw that one off to, now I'm going to start laying them flat. All right. Let's see, you got the world in front of you also. So what is it that you have missed with the Ace of Swords? And believe me, it's not a time to hold grudges. So changing grudges right now in order to reach directive goals. Look at those colors in that tree, because it is fall. I've always liked that rendition of the world card, and this is the Arcanon Tarot. So, yeah, really, if you want to reach the light at the end of the tunnel, you got to start taking some of that weight off your shoulders. It looks like you're already doing it, but you're not going to make it through that tunnel because the end of that tunnel is very narrow, and you have to emerge alone with nothing. But I'm talking about spiritually nothing. I'm not talking about, giving your stuff away, because people just don't do that today, and they won't, and it wouldn't make sense. Four of Cups, everything that you need is right in front of you at this moment. So don't overlook your successes. Don't overlook that you are doing the right thing for yourself, and don't overlook that you're exactly in the right space you're supposed to be. Yes, very general information on that. You're exactly in the right space where you're supposed to be. Sounds like a cop-out, but it isn't. Do you feel that way, or do you not? Do you feel like something's off? Are you being a little compulsive, all right? Are you not seeing the forest for the trees, all right? Take a look up instead of looking down at what's in front of you. Take a look up, because it is a gift that you have created for yourself that you deserve. All right, so this reading is really actually turning out very good. All right, Three of Pentacles. I get this on you guys all the time. Boom, Three of Pentacles. What's your collaboration? What is your passion? Who do you want to work with? Who do you want to be with? What do you want to be? Are you the builder? Are you the engineer? Or are you the organizer? If you're all three, that's fine. But if you're one of the three, that's also fine. Just be true to your nature. And don't take on more than you could chew. That's kind of the warning with that card. I always mess them up, but I like straighten them out. This is one of my things I do. So we got we got something rolling for you. The Emperor reversed. Okay, look at it. Very strong, stubborn card. All right. It's if you are talking or you have had a conversation with somebody who is very strong-willed, and you feel like you are not able to get your ideas across, don't worry about it. Just because they have their heels dug in doesn't mean that you're not open to new ideas and suggestions. And it looks like the fact that they're reversed, the Emperor is reversed, means that I'm just going to say it. The old ways of doing things are done. They're over. Digging your heels in, enslaving people, doing and I'm not talking about literally enslaving people, but enslaving them to this structure that we work in, which just isn't working anymore. It's not working for anybody. It's a lot of people are not doing free overtime. A lot of people, they're standing their ground, and I'm very proud of it. But they're open-minded about it, and they're expanding outward, and that applies to me too. All right, so don't think you're ever alone in one of my readings. I got you back. Herald of Swords reverse shows me that you have already moved things out of the way in order to accomplish goals. So the fact that you had to deal with an Emperor type, like stand your ground, a person, place, or thing, doesn't mean you're going to go along with it. They just want you, it's just a system that wants you to bow down to them. And I want to see if you can, no, Wheel of Fortune. Starting to see your self-worth as this wheel spins, and it comes to the top, and it goes to the bottom, and it goes left and right, and it'll settle there. It's usually about taking a bet on yourself. It's usually about becoming confident with yourself. It's about accepting the lows. What this has to do with the light at the end of the tunnel, you've spun the wheel. with the Three of Pentacles next to you, and the Emperor and Herald of Swords upside down means that you have a clear go ahead, whether you feel it or not. The Ace of Swords is saying, you know, this desperate change that you wanted and things that you feel like you haven't seen are right out there in front of you, and the world is at your feet. All right. So those of you who are having difficulty getting to the light at the end of the tunnel, please just continue to have faith in yourself. I'm not talking about hope, all right? Because you can make it to that the end of that tunnel, all right? And I don't know what brought that up, but you know what? If you're having difficulty, I really feel for you, and I hope that you could completely just pass through this phase, okay? So we're getting into the last few cards. Chariot. Everything is moving fast for a reason, but don't put the cart before the horse. Let that chariot pull up just how it is. It is fine. It is perfect. I get this card every week on you guys too, and on me. Keep moving forward. You're not doing anything wrong. It's mistakes happen, and keep going towards that light. That's what I'm saying. Five of Cups. Things, disappointments from the past that have occurred for you, and the blood that is spilt on the ground that is been mourned over. The mourning period is over as far as that, as far as where you are. The mourning period inside of you. Take what you have learned, because there's 2 cups remaining. Take what you have learned and start going forward. Give yourself a little more time to get over what you need to. Once again, this is about getting to the light of the tunnel and what goes on inside of a person in order to achieve that. But getting to that light is your responsibility, and it is your gig. It's the thing that you do, all right? It's the thing that you have to do, okay? I keep messing up my cards. Okay, here they are. The main ones. Will you just stand up? Thank you. All right, where to now? We got 2 more cards. Knight of Cups. Goals are set. Directives are set. Just keep plowing forward. Really, the Knight of Cups will always reach their goal. Emotional satisfaction, but not in an over-emotional way. As far as being proud of your accomplishment, setting a goal, going for it, and reaching it no matter how difficult it is. And let me tell you something. Goals are difficult. Don't let anybody tell you differently. It's... if you do not have the funding for it, it's hard to start up something new. But, like I said, the light is at the end of the tunnel. So, now we got Death Reverse. Change has happened. So don't think you haven't changed. That's all I'm leaving with that one. No one's dying. I can't call that. And you got 2 of Swords reversed. Bridges of burn that have to be burned, okay? And you got the Fool. Time not to be childish along with the 4 of Cups. These 2 actually go together well, and a friend of mine, Maryline, I saw this on her Instagram posts, and I'm not stealing them. I just like the combinations that she comes up with because they make sense. And you know what? Believe it or not, there's tarot readers out there that do teach each other. We really like each other, and we teach each other. So, with the 4 of Cups, no childish ideas when a leap of faith is what is really needed to be taken into a more youthful approach to who you are. It's, and I'm not going to talk about trauma or any of that because we all have suffered that, but time to let go and take a big jump is good. Now with that, I'm going to throw a kicker. 7 of Pentacles. Seeds have been planted, but you got to nourish them. You can't walk away from them and expect them to grow, because without water, sun, and care, they won't grow. You got to take care of these seeds, all right? So the new seeds that are planted, especially for October, which October 31st is the pagan New Year. They call it Samhain. Samhain. They call it all kinds of different things. I call it Samhain. I call it All Hallows Eve. So, there you go with that. Now, I want to talk to you about a couple of other things. me up here on Wolf Moon Pro Tarot. Go to wolfmooneduardo@gmail.com. Go to Wolf Moon's Pro Tarot on Instagram, or go to my website, wolfmoonsprotarot.com, and let me know if you're interested. So there will be more information on this next week. So with that, I wish you all good things.